After that was the CliffHanger. Oh, imagine a big, huge, steep incline. Not quite straight up, but almost, of a mud hill, but it had a cargo net kind of grounded into the, kind of right up against the mud. So that wasn't too bad. We managed to get through that one pretty decent. It required, you know, definitely some pull, some upper body strength, but the cargo net was there. It was hard to always get footing because the cargo net wasn't away from the mud. It was ground kind of into the mud, but, you know, it was doable. So we did that one. After that, the FunkyMunky, the monkey bars. So you guys know that I recently was able to complete doing the monkey bars, but these monkey bars were quite a bit different. In addition to being extremely wet and muddy, each individual rung spun. So there was a pit of water below if you missed, but I gritted up my hands good. I gave it a good try. And in fact, to get up to it, the bars were like, to start, they were about 3 feet above my head. So I had to have Jeff, our team member Jeff, lift me up to the first one. And I got on that one and I got a grip. I gritted up my hands. I got a grip. And so I was good. I try to go to the second and it's just, there's no... They spin and there's no traction, and I had tried to grit up my hands with mud, with dry, or not mud, but with dry dirt, and I just basically, it just rolled, and so I said, oh, I can't even grab onto it. And if I had tried at that point, I actually am falling into the water. I wasn't far enough out yet. I was up against the edge of the wood. So I gave that one a try, but I ended up having to just jump into the pool of water because there wasn't a way to safely do it with the conditions of the day, with how wet everything was. So gave it my all, was able to get up on that first rung, and nope. So then the next one I also gave a try, but there was just too much clay up on the edge. It was called JusttheTip, and basically that's thin boards with that you kind of inch your way along. There's like handholds and footholds, and they're like maybe half an inch away from the wall, so they're nothing to grab onto. And I started out, I got my feet up on it, but the clay slipped me right off. So I ended up in the water and then dug back out of that. Oh, and after like the last three of these obstacles that I've mentioned, every single one of them, after you got out of the pit of water that I keep mentioning, there was a big, well, not big, there was a miniature mud hill, but it was still with that slick clay stuff. So it was like an obstacle, it was like 2 obstacles in one every time. They put a big, like, clay mountain after each of those obstacles. And it was just getting insane. We knew we were getting close, but it was getting insane. And we were nearing like mile 11, 11 and a half, something like that. Some of the ones at the end, the obstacles were a little close together, but not really, really close, but a lot closer than some of the ones at the beginning.